Friends, welcome to yet another English class with Harvinder Kaur. Today I am going to explain that next poem of his syllabus, To a Butterfly by William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth was an amazing English poet who wrote on various topics, though a majority were about nature. Okay, and in this poem also he shows his longing for his childhood days and his love for nature. The main theme of the poem is that the poet is sitting in his orchard where he is attracted by the beauty of the butterfly and sitting amidst the nature, the trees, the beautiful flowers. He is taken back. He is taken to the old childhood days. He feels nostalgic and he compares his present days to his past days, to his childhood days, and he feels them more joyous. So, this was the main theme of the poem. Now I am going to explain the poem. First, I'll read some lines for you.
To a butterfly. I have watched you now a full half hour, self poised upon that yellow flower, and little butterfly, indeed, I know not if you sleep or feed. Wordsworth, while addressing a beautiful butterfly spotted in his garden, surprises how the little creature has managed to hook the poet's attention for a full half hour. That means the poet says that he is very much surprised to see that for full half hour the butterfly is sitting without any movement, self poised upon that yellow flower. The butterfly is sitting. The poet admires the poise with which the butterfly rested upon a yellow flower. Here, yellow color symbolizes freshness, happiness, and positivity. And little butterfly. Now, the butterfly is personified here. He talks to the butterfly as if it is a human being. He calls it a little butterfly. I know not if you sleep or feed. The poet is a bit confused here because the butterfly is continuously sitting in one posture only. So the poet is amazed that he is not able to understand whether the butterfly is sitting or feeding the nectar of that yellow flower. How motionless, not frozen seas, more motionless, and then. Now the poet compares the butterfly to the frozen seas. He says that butterfly was motionless. That means without any movement. It was sitting, it was resting on a flower. So now while comparing the stillness of butterfly to the frozen seas, he finds it more still, more motionless, where no activity can be seen. What joy awaits you when the breeze hath found you, hath means has, among the trees and calls you forth again. Now the poet says, the poet imagines the joy that the little creature must feel every time the breeze found its delicate wings among the trees to play with it. In other words, the poet wants to say that the breeze is calling out to the butterfly to take flight again and grace other corners of the world with its beautiful presence. The plot of orchard ground is ours. My trees they are, my sister's flowers. Here rest your wings when they are weary. Here lodge as in a sanctuary. Now, in the second stanza, the poet is telling that the orchard where he is sitting and the butterfly is also there. That orchard belongs to poet's family. He says, the plot of orchard, it is ours. So he says the trees were poets and the flowers were of his sisters. Here rest your wings when they are weary. Weary means tired. So after that, to comfort this cute little butterfly, he says that come here and rest. The poet welcomes the butterfly with open arms at their orchard to rest its wings when they are tired of flying. He says that butterfly can stay in the orchard. He says, come often, here lodge as in a sanctuary. Come often to us, fear no wrong. Sit near us on the bough. He says that the butterfly can stay in the orchard as he would be in a sanctuary. Sanctuary means that is a safer place, that is a shelter place for birds. So the butterfly is comforted by the poet here. He offers the butterfly to come frequently without any fear to the poet's orchard. He comforts the butterfly by saying that no harm she is going to get. Sit near us on the bough. Now the poet tells the butterfly to sit near him on the branch of a tree. We'll talk of sunshine and of song and summer days. Now the poet says that while sitting together, they will talk about the childhood days, the sunshine, and the songs. Here the poet is getting nostalgic. He is remembering his old days, his childhood days when he was a kid. Sweet childish days that were as long as 20 days are now. So the poet says they would talk about sunshine and song of childhood. When he was a young boy, he used to play with his sister, his sweet childhood days. He is remembering those sweet days. Those days seem to be so much longer than those of present time because childhood is a joyful time. That is why he says, sweet childish days that were as long as 20 days are now. The poet is comparing his present days to the days of his childhood, and he finds those days more sweet, more comforting rather than present time. So this was the explanation of the poem.
So that was the explanation of the poem. Let me once again summarize the poem for you. Okay. In the beginning of the poem, the poet is very much surprised, is very much attracted by the stillness of the beauty of the butterfly. Then he says that he compares the butterfly to the motionless frozen seas. He says that the butterfly is sitting for half an hour as continuously, as motionless, that the poet is not able to see, to understand whether the butterfly is sleeping or feeding the nectar of the flower. Then in the second stanza, the poet recalls his old childish days. He invites the butterfly to sit on the tree, and he says that they both would talk about the childhood, sweet childhood days, and he will memorize those songs, those joyous childhood days. So this was the main theme of the poem. The poet depicts a beautiful scene in nature and shows a deep appreciation for his love of nature. Now I am going to explain you the poetic device, that is the rhyming scheme. To find out the rhyme scheme, earlier also I told you that we have to mark the very last word of the poem. We'll see the first 4 lines rhyming scheme here. So first I told you that R and flower, they are rhyming with each other. They have the same sound. So we'll give them the same sound, A. And then indeed, see the third word of the third line, last word, indeed. It is not rhyming with flower or R. So we'll give a different sound here. We will write a different sound, that is B. Okay, then we will see the 4th line, last word, feed. It is rhyming with indeed, but it is not rhyming, it is not sounding same with these 2 words. So we'll give the same sound here B. So the rhyme scheme of the first 4 lines, that is A, B, B. So this way we can easily find out by marking the last word of each line and finding out whether they are rhyming with each other or not. This is the way to find out the rhyme scheme. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.